You had a nice, a pleasant illusion going on in your mind, and that person, by cheating, he or she brought you back into reality, and that hurts. Now, what sustains the matrix? One thing that sustains the matrix is the illusion of separation. And who benefits from this illusion? The ego. Because your ego wants to feel special, it wants to feel grandiose, it wants to feel like you're more than others. And if you realize that you're just, even though you're spending time in this physical reality, you're invested in this illusion of separation, you belong to a greater whole. The ego doesn't want that. The ego hates the idea of being small, just a piece of a bigger part. No, that's not a nice feeling for the ego. So of course the ego would rather have you think that you're separate from everything. And so you're going to have to stand out, to become bigger than others. And you see, identifying with your ego is a very dangerous idea. Because your ego, by its very nature, it cannot be satisfied. It always wants more. It's like a bag that you're pouring water into it to fill it, but there's a hole at the bottom, so it can never be fulfilled. And you see, your ego, the bigger it gets, the harder it is to satisfy. Let's say, for example, you're popular on YouTube. You start off by, you have 100 to 500 views, and within months, let's say after 6 months, you have a fan base, and you get like 10,000 views on average. And then one day you drop to, for some reason you drop to, let's say, 1,000. And then from that point on, you vacillate between, let's say, 700 and 1,000. Your ego will say, what happened? You used to get 10,000 views at some point. Me, I'm not happy with that little 1,000. Even though you started with 100. But the ego, it has gotten used to the idea that you deserve 10,000 views. And because you only have 500 to 1,000, that's not good enough. So your ego can never be satisfied. So stop identifying with it. Another thing that sustains the matrix is TV programming. TV is full of programs for your mind. For example, the news. You turn on the news, it says, oh, bad things are happening here, over there. It's a scary world to live in. But don't worry, you have politicians to protect you. They are going to pass laws, or they are going to go send the military to go nuke this or that place. No, not nuke, bomb. So be scared, but don't worry, we are here to protect you. So this is mind games. Another thing is that it promotes consumerism. It says, oh, we know that you feel empty inside, but don't worry, purchase this or buy that. Spend your money on things that you don't really need, but that you believe can increase your value. You see the manipulation. And you don't even remember that as a child you were happy, and it is because they stole your happiness. You are robbed of it that you feel empty inside. They robbed you of something, but you can't put your finger on it. Another thing that sustains the matrix, it is your perception of nature. You are watching a documentary. You see wild animals, tigers, bears, lions. On one hand, it fascinates you. But on the other hand, you are thinking, man, I'm so grateful that I live in the civilized world of the matrix, where my life isn't constantly threatened. I don't have to worry about wild animals attacking me. Then you say the people who live in those type of environments, they are unlucky compared to me. But you don't even think about the fact that these people, they can survive in nature, whereas you can't. And these people, they have more freedom than you. You see, it's all manipulation. What else sustains the matrix? Your mental alienation from nature. Because you have people who think they are separate from nature. My question to them is, can you live without trees? Can you live without water? Because these things are a part of nature. Also, can you imagine a life without animals? Me personally, I couldn't. For example, I've noticed that I can be very angry. I can be in the worst mood ever. But then I'm walking down the street. I'm pissed off, I'm brooding, and then I see a cat, and my mood gets instantly better just by seeing a cat. And I'm sure some of you have some other animals that have this effect on you. So, animals, me personally, I couldn't live in a world without animals. They are a part of nature. So stop seeing nature as something separate from you. What else sustains the matrix? The almost blind faith that some people have in authority figures. Because some of you trust the knowledge of experts more than your own perception or judgment. For example, you have believers. They really believe that a priest knows more about the Creator than themselves. That's silly. All the priest has is more theoretical knowledge about God than you. But let me tell you that the person who's the closest to the Creator, it is neither you or the priest. It is children, because children, when they come into this world, they still have that awareness of the Creator, and then they get socialized, they get conditioned. Their minds are filled with garbage as time goes by, and then they lose that awareness of the Creator, and they become good citizens, So, the priest doesn't know more about you than the Creator. You just think he does. So stop thinking that just because someone has a title or has more theoretical knowledge of something than you, then he knows more about you on that thing. Thank you for listening. See you on the next video.